Yeah, I'm Brian Higgins. I'm the Chief Executive of Pieta House, and we are a national provider of services to people who are actively suicidal, actively engaged in self-harm, or for the families and friends of people who have been bereaved by suicide. And essentially what we do is we offer services ranging from our prevention services in education and training through to our research, and then into active counselling with people who are at the point of suicidal crisis, engaged in self-harm, or have been bereaved by suicide. We've received the support of CFI over a number of years, and primarily in terms of delivering the intervention services that we have, so the counselling services that we deliver. The grant that we have this year is for €11,400, and that's to help us deliver our Resilience Academy, which is a new initiative for us. And really it's about moving suicide prevention further and further upstream. We have always existed for people who are actively suicidal, and we have been there as a direct intervention at that point. So it is suicide prevention, but it's at the point of suicidal ideation. The Resilience Academy allows us to work with young people and to work on building their own resilience so that suicidal ideation may never happen in the first case. So it's a really important and crucial piece for us, and to have that support to allow us to deliver in Dublin, in Cork and in Tipperary is massively important for us. The vision of Pieta House is a bold one. It sounds quite simple, but delivery is a difficult thing, and that is of a world where suicide and self-harm and stigma have been replaced by hope, self-care and acceptance. And the support that we've had in the past from CFI has helped us replace thoughts of suicide with thoughts of hope, and actual self-harm with actual self-care in our therapy rooms at that point of intervention. What we need to do is move further back so that we can replace stigma with acceptance, and that's about working with young people on accepting themselves and accepting each other, and allowing that to trickle out to families and communities and schools around them, where acceptance is something that we really look at, that we really address, and that we really embrace. And the Resilience Academy is hugely important as a really significant tool in the delivery of the vision of Pieta House. I think in nuts and bolts, 85% of our funding comes from private individuals and grants and trusts. 15% comes from the government, and we're very grateful for all of it. But it is really, I think, important that philanthropy is part of who we are and what we do, because that is somebody engaging, and that's somebody investing in the future. They're investing in a future that I think through the generosity impacts people that they will never know, supports people that they will never know, and makes an impact to Irish society that will have a benefit much, much wider than a financial amount that is given. It's about empowering young people through our Resilience Academy to be stronger, and therefore I think empowering Irish society in the future to be a stronger and more resilient society. On behalf of myself, but on behalf of all of my colleagues at Pieta House, and probably more importantly, the thousands of young people who will be helped and supported through their generosity. I think the generosity of the anonymity is something that is very significant, and to give without asking for something in return is incredibly admirable. It's difficult for us because when people say who paid for this, we have to answer and say we have no idea. But I think to whoever that person or those people are, there's a huge debt of gratitude that we owe. There's a huge debt of gratitude that young people and their families owe. And ultimately I think in 10, 15, 20 years down the line, there's a debt of society that is owed to the donors. I'm very grateful for, I think, their investment in the future of Ireland.